This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Ralph?
Shh, I'm comparing.
She's nothing like me.
That's not what I'm comparing. Look, they got a new color TV from Rent-A-Center.
It's got remote control, too.
How can they afford it?
Rent-A-Center rents brand name appliances and TVs for only a few dollars a week. They take care of repairs, too.
I just ordered it this morning.
I told you we should call Rent-A-Center.
You're right. You're always right. Yeah, you're right.
Step up to the things you want. Step up to Rent-A-Center.
Beautiful hair is my business. And the shampoo I use has to help me make hair beautiful. That's why I use Jerry Redding. When you use Jerry Redding in the salon or at home, it shampoos in a softness, a glow, a fullness, a styleability. Your hair is ready to do what you want it to do.
Jerry Redding from the salon to you.
Attention Gloucester County residents. If you're out of...
Raven, come on, baby. It's time to get up. Time to get up.
No, I like it here.
You don't understand. She's on her way up.
Who is she?
I told you before, the plumber. There's a leak in the kitchen. And she's on her way up to
Are
fix
you
it.
telling me you've got a lady plumber?
Yes, and she's on her way up. We have to leave, Raven.
Why do we have to leave for a plumber?
For one thing, there's going to be a lot of noise and commotion, and you said you had to leave. It's gonna rain.
Okay.
Good, I'll get your coat.
You don't have to be so eager to get rid of me.
Doing it for your own good. And it is late. You said you had to go. Oh, God, there's the doorbell.
That's the telephone, you big dope.
Yeah. Hello?
Johnny, everything's okay again.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the false alarm. Listen, you don't have to get rid of your lady friend. In fact, do whatever you can do to keep her there.
Oh, so the plumber's not going to be coming up, then?
The plumber? Oh, Buffy, yeah, she would have fixed you all right. No, don't worry, she's gone.
What happened?
Smiley did it. I mean, I think we have a real genius on our hands here. You know, he intercepted her at the bar, and then he convinced her that you weren't upstairs, and then they went out of the hotel arm in arm. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow, that means,
That means that all systems are go. You keep Raven warm and happy, and your jealous girlfriend is on her way upstairs now, and goodbye. Jinx, are you up for this?
Oh, yes. I think I'm going to be able to give a very good portrayal of a dead woman. It'll be very convincing. I feel half dead already.
Well, if you're not well, we'll just set it up another time.
Oh, no. Look, we've gone through too much tonight as it is. It's either now or never. So I'm going to take my trusty six-shooter and head on up to the penthouse for the last roundup.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Tide. The extra action in Tide means dirt can't hide. And by Mountain Grown Folgers, Mountain Grown Coffee, the richest kind.
Fresh apple cake. The whole house smells of hot cinnamon and apples. It's Grandmother's recipe. I'm Mrs. Olson. I remember Grandma saying the right ingredients make such a difference in how food tastes. So when people say all coffees are alike, I say no, they're not. Folgers is different, a special blend. Smells rich. Folgers is mountain grown, the richest, most aromatic kind of coffee. In cool mountain air, coffee grows slower, stores up more rich flavor. Folgers mountain grown flavor. Delicious. You know, good coffee is like good cooking. You can really taste the difference. Try mountain grown Folgers.
Coach Hawkins, what are you doing in home ec?
Washing the team's uniforms for the second time.
Washing twice? What are you using?
This.
A so-called bargain, not a smart play, Coach.
Oh, but I saved a lot.
By washing twice, some saving. This is home economics, Coach. We use Tide so we get clothes clean first time around.
On tough, muddy dirt like that?
Sure. Is this as muddy as that was?
Oh, you bet. All my guys are tough.
Oh, Tide'll beat it with just one wash.
Hey, Tide won.
Even after you wash this twice.
Tide was the clean winner 2-1.
Coach, the smart money's on Tide.
Extra Action Tide, the best detergent on American soil. It's a real cleaning bargain.
2-1.
God, it's just so awful to get here and to be only an hour late.
Listen, are you sure that your mother is dead? I mean, you're not a doctor or anything. It may be hard to tell.
I better go take a look. I wouldn't know any more about such things than you do.
Mrs. Ingersoll, I am sure, okay? She was lying very still and she wasn't breathing.
Take it easy, baby.
God, you said she was alive just a couple of hours ago, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, less than that. I mean, I took her up a tray around 8:30. And then I come back about 10 or 10:30 to check on her. Oh, she was alive then. She told me... She said something about going to church tomorrow.
To church?
Yeah, well, I thought she was talking, you know, crazy out of her head. I didn't know.
Jody, listen. You knew it could happen at any time. Dr. Hilmer told you that at the clinic.
Oh, I know. It's just that I thought that she'd wait until I got here. God, that sounds dumb.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. It should have happened that way. You should have been able to see her before she passed away.
Yeah, it would have been a blessing if she could just have seen her little girl once more. But at least she knew you were thinking of her.
That's true. She knew that you had called. She knew that you wanted to see her.
Yes. Look, we better call Miles and Nicole, okay?
Yeah, we should. Mrs. Ingersoll's here phone I can use.
Oh, sure, out in the hall.
Thanks. Come here. Hello? Miles, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Dr. Hilmer went out for a few seconds to get us even more coffee. How are things going over there?
Bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh, no. I was afraid that would happen. You were too late?
Yeah. Listen, I think I should let Jody talk. Hold on 1 second.
Miles, could you come over here right now?
Yes, that's just what I was going to suggest. We can be there in 15 minutes.
Thanks.
Leonie Travis is dead.
Oh, Miles, how sad.
But not unexpected.
No, but it's just a shame that she couldn't have held on a little longer.
It's not the way fate wanted it.
Did it all wrong, Joe. Everything. Fine time to know you were wrong, ain't it? My daughter. My little girl. You know how long it's been, Joe? 5 years. I told her, you don't like it here, baby. You don't like how your mama behaves. You get your sweet little self out of here. That's what I told her. All I gave her was bus fare. That's all, Joe. She wasn't even 15 years old. You know what's happened to her, don't you, Joe? She's probably a worse tramp than me by now. You think there is such a thing, Joe? A worse tramp than Leonie Travis?
You burned them all, Leonie.
What?
Letters, papers, all the stuff. All burned?
I was thinking about going to the church, Joe. Can you see me in a church? I was thinking about it. You think about things like that when you're dying.
You're not dying, Leonie.
You gotta confess what you done wrong. You gotta tell somebody. Somebody's gotta say it's okay. It's okay, Leonie. You didn't mean it. Somebody's gotta forgive you. My daughter maybe had you. My little girl. I need my pillow now, Joe.
Yeah, Leonie. You need it.
It's just not fair. I mean, everything we do gets ruined. Ruined.
Yeah, maybe we were born under a bad sign. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah? I'm a pizza.
What?
Yeah, you see, I was born at home, and my mother said she was looking out the window, and she saw this great, big, neon pizza sign.
Maybe that's why you've got such crust, Mitz.
Huh?
I want to know what's going on in that hotel.
Relax. Smiley said he'd take care of the problem, and he will. He always takes care of things, doesn't he?
Sure he does. Look what happens. He hires 3 bozos to come in here dressed up like cops to sit down and play cards. Huh? Hey, what are we going to tell Sid happened to her money, huh?
Well, what I want to know is how we're going to keep that Buffy woman from going up to her own penthouse.
Maybe we'll have to kidnap her.
Isn't that illegal?
We'll have to check on it.
Well, what I want to know is where is our detective?
Calvin. I got to call him. See? He's calling us.
Ah, sure, and you got the 9th Precinct, Sergeant O'Malley.
Hi, Sergeant. I think you're gonna have a little business tonight.
You're kidding.
Yep, Big Brother took care of Buffy Revere. Don't ask me how he did it, but he stopped her right in her tracks and he got her out of the hotel. They almost left arm in arm.
Hey, Jim, that's terrific.
Hector, what's going on?
Are we in business?
Now, what about Jinx Avery?
She just got into the elevator. She looks really pale, though. I think she's got a bad case of stage fright.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling a little shaky myself.
Okay, make sure everything's ready to go over there. Okay. The curtain is about ready to go up.
We'll be ready, boss. Okay, guys, we're back in business.
I'm gonna call Calvin.
Oh, I'm so excited I can't breathe.
Oh, take it easy. You don't have to go on stage for a little while.
Calvin, it's Cliff.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
We're in business. Jinx is on her way up to Ravens now for a shootout.
Yeah, you guys are really doing it, huh?
Well, don't count your ravens before they hatch. You better get over here, though. We're gonna get that phone call from Johnny any minute now.
Yeah, okay, I'm on my way. Well, putting the old squeeze on Raven Whitney. And that is what I call turning the tables. Oh, no. 1 minute.
Hey, hope you're not going anyplace, Calvin. I just dropped by for a beer and maybe a little bit of conversation.
Sprout? Shh. I heard someone's putting something in the Giant's new cream sauce.
Someone is.
The Giant!
Yep, he's putting something special into all his new cream sauces. Chives and celery seasoning in one sauce, bits of mushrooms in another, so each new cream sauce vegetable has its own special taste. New Green Giant vegetables and cream sauce.
Well worth investigating.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant. Hey, what you eating? Quaker Corn Brand. Oh, Quaker Corn Brand. What's brand? I don't know, but I like it. Hey, maybe brand's the stuff that makes it taste good. I don't know. Maybe there's brand in ice cream. There must be brand in chocolate cake. I don't know.
Quaker Corn Brand. Kids don't know why they like it, but they like it.
There's got to be brand in lollipops.
Well, you did invite me, right?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you said it was a standing invitation. Okay, I'd rather sit down. Where's my beer?
Look, at the risk of being rude, Damien, something sort of just came up, you know?
Oh, yeah? Is it business or pleasure?
Both.
Well, the truth is that I came over here for just that, a little bit of both.
What do you mean?
Don't you want to hear about Eddie Lorimer?
Oh, Eddie, yeah, sure. Okay, look, but I only got a couple of seconds. I promised some guys I'd meet him, okay?
Hey, do I get enough time for a beer?
Yeah, sure. So, go ahead, talk to me. What's happening with Eddie?
Well, it turns out that all our suspicions about Eddie have been confirmed. He's here to take over the Lucky Salvage Company and to run all the rackets in the town.
You gotta be kidding. That should make the honest citizens pretty happy. At least it's an indication that the guys running the organization are probably losing their marbles.
Yeah, well, there's no telling why they did it, but we got a tip from a stoolie who worked for Kenny Birdsong, and it's definite. He is the boss.
Another rags to riches story, hey?
Yeah, from a small-time punk to a big-time punk. You know, that's quite a promotion for Eddie. The question is, what did he do to deserve it?
Hard to say, but he must have done somebody a big favor.
Right. Well, he didn't kill Lucky Mitchell. The cops from the East said that his alibi is airtight.
Yeah, but, well, there's still those guys from New York who did take care of Lucky. I mean, maybe they did it for Eddie to put him in that job.
Well, that's a fair guess. In any case, I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid so, but would you do me one favor, please?
What's that?
Just stay away from Eddie.
Are you
Look,
kidding?
I know you got a lot of reason to dislike the guy.
You want to see my scar?
But look, he's got it in for you. I mean, you pull that undercover number on him, almost sent him up for life.
I think it's nice of him to give me a second chance.
That's not what I'm talking about, Tyler. Look, he was nobody then. But the man has got an organization behind him now. I mean, he can push buttons.
Hey, what are you worried about me?
Let's just say that I don't want to break in a new partner.
Calvin, take it easy. Look, Lucky Mitchell was around as long as he was because he was smart enough not to push those kinds of buttons. I mean, he was a typical mob leader, but he knew better than going around killing.
Yeah, well, I am not so sure we can count on Eddie's being that smart. So why don't you do both of us a favor and just steer clear of the guy?
Look, if he's going to be working around town, that's going to be kind of difficult, right?
Yeah, I know that, but just try. That's all I'm asking. Look, I hate to rush you, but I gotta go. I promised Cliff and Mitzi.
Hey, okay, I can take a hint. Say, Calvin.
Yeah.
You all right?
What do you mean?
Well, you've been acting a little strange lately. Are you nervous about something?
No, it's probably the full moon. Come on, let's go.
Okay, I'm taking my beer with me.
Yeah, it's a low life.
See Loretta Lynn singing here at the fair, or you may find me out hunting up some good Crisco cooking. You know, I thought I knew just about everything you could make with Crisco
Until these ladies showed me their Crisco cooking. It was amazing. I just couldn't believe how many different things you could make with all vegetable Crisco.
Oh, boy. They're pecan honeymoon squares.
They're real chewy.
And say that again.
They're real chewy.
Chicken pot pie. Now that's a flaky crust. Oh, it smells great.
And golden brown apricot fritters.
Hey, I sure would like to share some of these recipes with other folks.
Wish you would.
Thanks, Lou. You want to try some great down-home Crisco cooking? Okay. Send your name and address to Loretta Lynn Crisco Recipes. That's Box 1444, Nashville, Tennessee. And I'll mail you these recipes. You'll be amazed at all the great tasting new things that you and Crisco can make.
Watch me really tickle their noses.
Tickle their noses with blueberries.
Blueberry muffins from Duncan Hines, so you know they're moist.
Tickle their noses with blueberries.
They taste just as great as they smell, because Duncan Hines fills them with their sweetest, tastiest wild blueberries.
Tickle their noses with Duncan Hines muffins.
Blueberry and bran.
They taste just as great as they smell.
Great taste.
If only I'd come sooner. Oh, why does it have to be too late?
Oh, honey, there was no way you could have known. We did the best we could.
It ain't your fault, honey. You tried.
That's true. You came up here even though your mother made it absolutely clear that she didn't want you to come.
You did all that could be done, Jody.
I know, it's just so unfair.
Well, of course it is. Oh, that's probably
Dr. Kavanaugh, I'm Mrs. Ingersoll.
Oh, hello. Listen, thank you very, very much for helping out the way you have.
Miles, did you see?
Yes. I just came from her apartment.
Did she die fairly recently, Miles?
She died very recently. But, Jody, it's obvious she'd been ill for a very long time and probably in quite a lot of pain, so if it's any comfort to you, at least she's out of her suffering.
Miles, what are we going to do about the... what are we going to do
I've already called for an ambulance. I will make the burial arrangements as soon as I can.
What about a funeral service?
Well, we can do something about that tomorrow.
Which means we stay overnight.
Yes, I'm sure we can find a hotel. Do you think there's anyone else that we should contact?
I don't have any idea. Mrs. Ingersoll, do you know of anybody that should know about this?
No one I can think of.
Not even the men friends that you mentioned? Jody, what was it you said before about a man coming out of your mother's apartment?
Yeah.
What man?
What? Oh, I don't know. He's just a visitor, I suppose. You see, I took the key that Mrs. Ingersoll gave me, but I didn't need it because when I went to open the door up, there was this man. He didn't say a word. He just stared at me and went down the stairs.
Mrs. Ingersoll, do you have any idea who this man could be?
No, not the faintest. Oh, Leonie had a lot of men callers, Doctor. Oh, only not so many lately. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of her friends have been around the last few months.
Here we go, a nice fresh bottle.
I don't believe you. 2 minutes ago, you were trying to throw me out of here, and now you've come in with more champagne.
Raven, I told you the plumbing problem was taken care of downstairs.
I have to go home.
No. Well, one more glass. Just one, a
I
nightcap.
have one more glass, and I'm gonna not be able to move.
Okay, what about a cup of coffee?
Yes, now that sounds a lot more reasonable.
Good. I'll call room service.
Who is that?
Probably room service. I've lived here so long they can read my mind.
Where are my shoes?
Jinx, what are you doing here?
Hello, darling. Surprise? Well, what a pretty sight.
Now, look, I can explain everything.
Oh, I think it's self-explanatory. Hello, Oh, how soon they forget. It's Jinx Avery, Mrs. Whitney. Don't you remember? We met in the restaurant just a couple of hours ago. Now I remember. Yes, and who would have imagined that we'd be seeing each other again so soon?
Wait a minute. I think I can explain everything. Now, listen. Raven found out that my name is Lance Halliday, and my stage name is Johnny Gentry.
Oh, well, if you knew the name I'd like to call you. So, you're just friends, huh? Is that what you are, Mrs. Whitney? Just a friend? A friend who likes to walk around barefoot?
Now, listen. Mrs. Whitney simply came up here to see the penthouse.
Why do you even have to explain anything to her? Oh, no. Go on, Lance. Please, go on. I'm fascinated.
Okay, Mrs. Whitney, for your information, is interested in interior decoration.
Oh, yes, I can see. The decoration around here is very interesting. I like the champagne bottle.
Oh, come on, Jinx.
I knew what was going on the minute I saw you two together at that restaurant. I knew you'd picked up some cheap little tramp on that business trip.
Wait a minute, lady.
I thought of coming up here right away to spoil your fun, but then I decided against it. I thought I'd go home first, so I could get this.
Oh, not again.
When the pain starts here, the pain stops here. With the Buffered Extra Strength relief you'll find in Extra Strength Bufferin. 1,000 milligrams of strong aspirin, the strongest dosage you can buy, combined with special protection against aspirin stomach upset. Anacin and Bayer don't give protection. Regular Tylenol's not as strong and can't give aspirin doctors prefer. But Extra Strength Bufferin does. The pain stops here with Extra Strength Bufferin in tablets and capsules.
The All-Star Savings Spectacular starring Windex, Drano, Vanish, O-Cedar. Here's Tom Seaver, All-Star pitcher, to tell you about it.
Now, at participating stores, there are specials on these great All-Star products. In Sunday's newspaper, you'll find value-pack coupons and details on how to win $10,000, plus a trip for 4 to the 1982 All-Star Game in Montreal. So bring home Windex, Drano, Vanish, and O-Cedar during the All-Star Savings Spectacular.
You know that check you say you're gonna send me for the back rent? Yeah. Forget it. Thanks. I want cash.
Fred is an activist for the rights of elders. Tonight at 7.
Now, come on, Jinx. Put that pea shooter away.
Oh, you don't think it's real, do you, Lance? Well, I assure you, it's not a toy. If you just say the word, you'll find out. Is that gun loaded? Of course it's loaded. Isn't it adorable, Mrs. Whitney? And you know, it shoots the most adorable little bullets. But they do what they're supposed to do. They make nice, neat little holes in people, and then they die.
Now, come on, Jinx. I know you're sore about this, but there's no need for all these histrionics.
I'm going to shoot you, Lance.
No, you're not. You're going to give me that gun, and then we're going to sit down and have a nice little glass of champagne.
No, we're not. I am going to kill you. I am going to take one of these cute little bullets and put it right in you.
You will do nothing of the kind.
I wonder what medal they'll give me. Maybe the Congressional Medal of Honor for ridding America of its
Wait a minute. Nothing happened.
Oh, shut up.
I'm a widow. My husband just died 2 weeks ago. He was just keeping me company.
Look, I put up with this man and his lies long enough. It's about time I do myself and every other woman in town a favor.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give it to me.
Stop! Let go.
Ready, pick up the gun.
Let go. Let go.
Pick up the gun.
Let go of me. Let go. Let go.
No.
Give me that gun. No. I said give me that gun.
No, let it go.
No. Give it to me. Give it.
You shot her. Feel a pulse.
Oh, God, she's dead. She's dead, and I killed her.
Mrs. Wright wrote playtext about her girdle.
I have a better half and a worse half. So I used to wear a heavy girdle with panels, uncomfortable. Then I tried your I Can't Believe It's a Girdle. That incredibly strong, amazingly light fabric, it holds and feels comfortable. I Can't Believe It's a Girdle. Firm control, but lightweight and comfortable. If you have a worse half, you'll love the I Can't Believe It's a Girdle from Playtex.
What are the secret fears behind Catherine Bach's sunny smile? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What does a top psychic predict for these stars? This week's National Enquirer tells you. How can Billy Graham's 10-point plan conquer stress? Why do some doctors fight infection with honey?
It's in the Enquirer.
Why are Tanya and Sandra pulling Clint Eastwood any which way but loose? Find out in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with...